you're breathtaking.
We have an intro?
Hey, Professor Jack here from Generation Geek. Big news coming out of San Diego. Marvel is giving us phase. First though, let's talk about at least one of the elephants in the room. That the MCU is no longer really the MCU. That C in the middle there, that stood for cinematic. And it was an excuse for the creatives to give a side eye to the stuff running on TV. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. got a little bit of love from the movies, but with the Phil Coulson tie-in, but not much. In fact, way back when, it even hampered the TV series having to wait for Captain America, the Winter Soldier, to come out so they wouldn't blow the whole spoilers Hydra thing.
Hey, Hydra!
And then there's the Netflix shows, some of which were amazing television, and some, not so much. But still, the only interplay these street-level heroes got were some slight mentions of what was going on in nearby Manhattan, read cinemas. And some of the other shows, Legion and Inhumans, looking at you, they weren't part of the overall show at all. But now, with the addition of Disney Plus streaming, Marvel, thanks to Disney, is getting some heavy hitters for their continuing dramas. Fancy talk for TV shows. And most, if not all, are going to be canon with the movies, which means if you want to keep up with the MCU, maybe the MFU, Marvel Film Universe, you've got a whole lot more content to digest. So, what is that content? Let's take a look at it in release order, since, as I say, it's probably all going to build on what went before, so chronological seems best. Let's start with May 1st, 2020, Black Widow. Been waiting for this one. Right? According to reports, it'll take place in the greater timeline shortly after Captain America Civil War. This is something we really want to see, right? We've got Scarlett Johansson, we've got Rachel Weisz, and we've got David Harbour from Stranger Things, ironically, playing Alexei. It's great. Okay, then fall 2020, we've got the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, right? Sam Wilson, Anthony Mackie, who now is Captain America, maybe? Don't know. And Bucky Barnes, Sebastian Stan. These guys are coming in to take on the Civil War villain, Baron Zemo. Zemo, longtime comic book villain, has a bag over his head. In the comics, we'll see what they do with him in the TV show. Really looking forward to this one. All right, next up, coming in November of 2020, we have the Eternals. Sure, you've got a race of immortal people who have been in our solar system since time immemorial. Sign me up. The fact that we've got a cast led by Angelina Jolie, we've got Salma Hayek, we've got Kumail Nanjiani, and then we have Lauren Ridloff, right, who was previously on The Walking Dead. She's going to be the first deaf character in the MCU. And this is the other thing that's going on with this new phase. We're really getting a lot of inclusion coming out of the Marvel factory. It's amazing, right? We're getting transgenders, we're getting deaf people, we're getting female characters that were previously male characters. All really amazing stuff, and I'm really looking forward to it. That said, with this kind of a cast, this might be the place to see Keanu Reeves. Because, you know, he's breathtaking.
You're breathtaking. You're all breathtaking.
Moving into 2021, we've got Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, right? Again, this is going to be our first Asian star of a superhero movie. That's Simu Liu, right? From Kim's Convenience. He's a Canadian actor, absolutely brilliant guy. This one is also going to star Awkwafina and Tony Leung as the Mandarin. Now, this is the real Mandarin, not the one from Iron Man 3, the fake Mandarin. So, another one to... Okay, spring of 2021, we have Wandavision, right? With the Vision, right, Paul Bettany dead, for reals, after the events of Infinity War, Elizabeth Olsen, Scarlet Witch, has to deal with that. Of course, this is the comic, so who knows if he's really dead for reals, since we know Bettany is in the show. Also in the cast is Monica Rambeau, the little girl from Captain Marvel who is now all grown up and just might become the hero. Spectrum, will be played by Tainoya Paris, who is from Dear White People. Now, this is where I get into that kind of thing, right? One of those places where TV and film are going to converge. The events of WandaVision will absolutely play into the events of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. All right, that's coming out in May of 2021. If that title, though, sounds a bit Lovecraftian, there's a reason for that. Scott Derrickson, who directed the first Doctor Strange, is back behind the camera again. He says, we're gonna make the first scary MCU film. Of course, this is one of the things which makes the MFU so good, that we can make any genre superhero story. Right? Also, spring 2021, we've got Loki. Loki using the Infinity Stone to escape during the time of the original Avengers film. This TV series is going to give us a still mostly evil trickster hopping around through time. Really looking forward to this. Right? Villains often make the best characters, and Tom Hiddleston does bad guy better than almost anyone out there. Summer of 2021, we've got What If, right? So back in the 70s, Marvel decided to create a series of comics to explore alternate realities, the what if concept. Using the Watcher, character who can see all possible variations, here voiced by Westworld's Jeffrey Wright, this animated series is going to be lots of fun. Probably hit a lot of fan service stuff. And it seems that all actors involved will be voicing the characters based on them. Fall of 2021, the last regular one, we have Hawkeye. In the comics, the Matt Fraction version of Hawkeye is a bit of a loser who is training and maybe being trained by a young protege called Kate Bishop. With Jeremy Renner playing the Archer, this series is going to follow at least the basic concept of the Fraction series. I can only hope they do it justice. All right, so November 5th, Guy Fawkes Day, 2021, Thor, Love and Thunder is coming out. Taika Waititi is already signed on to direct. We knew that. He was already directing Thor 4, which now has the subtitle Love and Thunder. Looks to be pushing the envelope a bit, bringing back Natalie Portman to take over the mantle of Thor. Sure, we knew Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson were set to come back, but we all thought Portman was pretty much out of the MCU. She's coming back. Props also to Thompson for playing the first openly LGBT hero in the films. We've also got confirmed the Fantastic Four coming over to Marvel, along with the term mutants. It's been a big deal. Ideally, they'll do what they did with Spider-Man, forego an origin story. Let's get to the action. We already know the beginnings. And then there's Blade, with Oscar winner Mahershala Ali in the title role. This is so exciting, I can't even tell you. For good measure, we also know there's going to be sequels aplenty. We got Black Panther 2 coming out. We got Captain Marvel 2. We got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. It's a great time to be a hero fan. It's a great time to be part of Generation Geek. I'm Professor Jack. Can't wait to see you guys at the movies, on the TV. Let's have some fun with this. If you like what you just saw, remember to hit the subscribe button and click for notifications so that you'll know every time Generation Geek has a new video out. Also, don't forget to follow us on social media. We're there. And if you want to meet us in person, come check out Con Baltics this year. We'll see you there.